and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Here's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, here's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Burrow. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Play action. It's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Good footwork at the 30. And he's got room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They find some open field here.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And the Bengals had the remarkable run to the Super Bowl last year, but one team that gave them trouble were these New York Jets. You might remember back in Week 8, it was the Jets rallying behind backup Mike White, who threw for 405 yards and 3 touchdowns, and a 34-31 New York victory over the Bengals. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about...
He's got a man complete. A beautiful fake. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And now here is another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Burrow on play action. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 53.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mixon will try the right side. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down and 4. Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Newton.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
B.J. Hill picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Now Newton. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
50 seconds to mine. Big stop, G.
12, 12.
Go. Switch.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
If you were going to choose a franchise back from the 2022 class, most figured it would be Breece Hall out of Iowa State, and he was the first guy off the board to the New York Jets. More than looked the part of a bell cow offensive cornerstone at Iowa State, and by testing numbers, one of the best athletes we've seen enter the league at his position.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, watch this. Check 43. Great. Watch safety creeping.
Hall again.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hall on a give up the middle. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
A handoff for Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
On the draw, it's Hall.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They'll go again with Hall.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bengals,